yeah. Like, swords up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Swords up, throw it 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 up. Like, throw them swords up, throw them swords up. Where you at? Where you at? Throw them up, throw them up. Avengers, where you at? Where you at? Throw them up, throw them up. Then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, 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 then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, 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 dice. Dani in the house, in the house, in the house. Avengers in the house, in the house, in the house, in the house. Swords up, turn up, turn up. Let's get messy, let's get nosy, let's go, let's go. Give him the tea, give him the news, give him the biz, give him the mess, the mess, the mess, the mess, the mess, the mess. Swords up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Swords up, throw it 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 up. Throw them swords up, throw them swords up. Where you at? Where you at? Throw them up, throw them up. Avengers, where you at? Where you at? Throw them up, throw them up. Then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, 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 then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, 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 dice. Who gon' check me? I'm playing chess, you playing checkers, checkmate, checkmate. Next caller, swords up, swords up, swords up, swords up, 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 up. I don't like you, can't stand you. If it's up, then it's stuck, get stuck, stuck, stuck. Swords up, swords up, swords up, swords up, 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 up. You're mad, they mad, you're pressed, they pressed. Got your bother, they bother, got your trigger, they trigger. Swords up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Swords up, swords up, swords up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Hey, throw them swords up, throw them swords up. Where you at? Where you at? Throw them up, throw them up. Avengers, where you at? Where you at? Throw them up, throw them up. Then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, 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 then slice and dice, then slice and dice, then slice, dice, 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 dice. Let's go, start the show, symbol, we in chill, let's go, Avengers, assemble, 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 assemble. Lights, camera, action, we ready, stay ready, stay ready. Swords up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Swords up, swords up, swords up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Hey, throw them swords up, throw them swords up. Where you at? Where you at? Throw them up, throw them up. Avengers, where you at? Where you at? Throw them up, then slice.
Tell the haters your biz what cost you. Don't tell them nothing. Don't let them know nothing. Move it silent, move it silent. Keep it to yourself. Keep it a secret. Keep it cute, keep it cute, keep it class, keep it class. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Keep them watching, keep them guessing, keep them guessing, keep them guessing. Keep them guessing. Keep them hating, keep them hating, keep them hating. I plead the fifth, back up. That's none of your biz. Hold up, that's none of your biz. 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 Biz. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. That's none of your biz, no biz, no biz. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. Tell a hater your biz will cost you. Don't tell them nothing, don't let them know nothing. Moving silent, moving silent. Keep it to yourself, keep it a secret. Keep it cute, keep it class, keep it class, keep it class. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Keep them watching, keep them guessing, guessing. Keep them hating, hating, hating. They jealous, that they knows it, that they knows it. Praying I fail, praying I lose, praying I fall. Not telling you nothing, not letting you win, not letting you be in my circle. Stay out of my biz, stay out of my face. Stop asking me questions. You heard what I said. Stop asking me questions. Don't make me get ratchet. Get ratchet. Ratchet, ratchet. I plead the fifth, back up. That's none of your biz. Hold up, that's none of your biz. 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 Biz. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. That's none of your biz, no biz, no biz. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. You wanna know my plans, my actions, how I move, how I groove, what I'm gon' do, when I'm gon' do. You wanna know my goals, my steps. You under my biz, 21 questions. Next question. Skip, now dip. I plead the fifth, back up. That's none of your biz. Hold up, that's none of your biz. That's none of your biz. That's none of your biz. That's none of your biz.
biz. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. That's none of your biz, no biz, no biz. I'm moving in silence. I'm headed to the top, can't stop, won't stop. I'm pressure, straight no chaser. Ambitious, go get 'em. I'm hurt, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm headed to the top, did I stutter, did I muddle, I'm headed to the top, that's where I'm going, gone, no more question. I plead the fifth, back up, that's none of your biz. Hold up, that's none of your biz, 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 biz. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. That's none of your biz, no biz, no biz. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence. I'm moving in silence, silence, silence.
All that day, what you gotta say, same shit, different day. Just go away, I'm choosing me. It's about time that I chose me. Shut up and go. Shut up and go.
This video is used for educational purposes only. Under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only. Under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only. Under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only. Under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This video is used for educational purposes only. Under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976.
Hey everybody, happy Friday. How y'all doing on this Friday night? Make sure you smash that like button on your way in here. Hit the like. Y'all listen. So Stained Blue Jacket is out of jail as of today. Now I know some people were saying he was out yesterday. No, he was ordered to be released yesterday, but he was not officially out until this morning and when I posted that YouTube community tab. So with that being said, this will be my final update. I don't report on dusty people, once they're out of jail. That's just my job, is to just report while they are in jail and court updates, okay? So with that being said, welcome back, y'all. Today we are talking about No Nuts, the fucking jailbird, fresh out after sitting in the county jail from July 27th to August 22nd this morning. Almost a whole month soaking in county funk, okay? He probably was scared to take a bath because, he probably scared to take a bath because, so he was in us thinking like, Jad, she was afraid to take a bath. So almost a whole month, like I said, soaking in funk because he wasn't taking no damn bath because he was scared to be in the same shower. How he be running his mouth all the time. He want to be caught up in the slip and slide shower with soap dropping and shit with other people in there. Yeah. And now he want to act brand new and high vibrational. So he said that those 2 weeks in jail done changed his life. Hallelujah. He don't win in stink and came out still stink. But he said that he high vibrational now. He gonna be ignoring me, the robot. He said because I don't rank. He said I don't rank, so he gonna be ignoring me. But press 1 in chat. You think he gonna ignore me and he ain't gonna mention me? Too bad he already done mentioned me already. Press 2 if you think he gonna make a million videos saying the robot. But child, he said he a changed man. He been delivered. He said he has been delivered, child. Delivered. And he says he ain't even going to be jacking off and masturbating or nothing, child. He said he has been delivered. He's refraining and abstaining from any sexual gratification. He has been delivered. I will not stroke of my little wee no more. Child. He said he was in the jail with Crips and Bloods and the Lion Keys and the 3-6 Mafia. He was in there with Scarface and Godfather. He was in there with all sorts of gang banging and all kind of shit in the last 2 weeks. He got all kind of jail stories, child. And then he said he got a gang of people ganged up on him, and he got and then he chipped his tooth. So he said he got a chipped tooth. But I'm like, how you got a chipped tooth, but you wear dentures out them veneers? We already know them dentures. So that means you got chipped dentures. You better do like TJ did. TJ, you know what? Her dentures cracked. Then she just got some crazy glue and glued them back in. Get that Gorilla Glue screams crazy glue. And just like that girl, when she put the Gorilla Glue on her ponytail and that shit wouldn't go off, you know, get that Gorilla Glue and just glue that damn tooth right back on there. And then, yeah, just stay away from apples and corn on the cob. Slob on my knob like corn on the cob. Yeah, he said he ain't slobbing on no knobs, and he even gonna do nothing to his own little weeby child. He said he a changed man. I'm a changed man. But you know what they say? It starts with the man in the mirror. So he had to look in the mirror at his yellow orange self and say, it starts with me. Delivered, child. Y'all know the jailhouse speech. Everybody get that jailhouse speech. I found Jesus. I found Jesus in the cell. Hallelujah. And I was in jail for 2 days, and now I gave my life to Jesus. I gave my life to Christ. High vibrational. I ain't doing this and I ain't doing that. I'm a changed man. Child. He giving that jailhouse speech. And then tomorrow he gonna be out there trying to steal somebody's Snickers bar. He gonna be right back online screaming and hollering and doing all the same shit he been doing. I'll be like, what happened to Jesus? What happened to that high vibrational talk you was just talking about when you got released from jail? What happened to that nigga? Bring that nigga back, the one that seems like, he gonna be changed. How somebody go to jail and after 2 weeks they said they ain't gonna be masturbating or anything sexual gratification? I don't know, but when I saw that man walking up the stairs, Mr. Pushed it off for me. Push it out for me. Keep calling me. Push it out for me. When I saw that's a nigga that ain't gonna be doing nothing sexual. I find it hard to believe. That guy that I seen walking up them stairs saying, push it out for me. Push it out for me. Keep calling me. Keep calling me. Yeah, keep calling me. Yeah. And then he lasts about 2 minutes. It took him 2 minutes to walk up the stairs all slow and creepy like. I didn't know this was to be a pornography or a fucking a scary movie, because he was like, push it out for me. And he's like taking like these slow steps. He was going real slow up the steps. Keep calling me. And then the man at the top of the stairs trying to hide his face, but his head too big and his head too heavy to hide. So he's like, he just waiting. He pushing his booty all like just pushing it out like, I'm pushing it out. I'm ready. Woo, I'm ready. He was just pushing that booty. I never heard of that before, but he was actually trying to push the booty a whole lot. You can see all up in his anus and his rectum and shit is all swollen and red. He was like, ooh, he was pushing, ooh. It was too much. Oh, child. It was something happening down there, child. It was showing up it was pushed out enough to observe something. And he walking up slow. You know what? He might have been walking slow because he might have been turned off. Like, dang, I'm gonna try. You know how you got a bad grade at school, When you got a good report card, you walk home, fellas. You walk home fast when you got a good report card, an insurance report. You walk home fast. But child, let a motherfucking D or a bad grade man on your shit, you gonna be walking home slow as if you still ain't gonna get your ass whooped. Like if you walk home slow or fast, you still gonna get in trouble. But child, let me go ahead and walk slow, child. Let me enjoy the fresh sunlight and the wind and the scenery and walk real slow, child. And like, oh, where your report card? Yeah. So anyways, he walked slow at them stairs because he already knew, let me enjoy the wall, the paint on the wall. Look how the carpet look all soft. And how many stairs it is. He was walking slow because he already knew it was bad news. He had to walk up them stairs and pull out his little Vienna sausage and stuff it in that damn turkey. Like I heard of stuffed turkey, but not with a Vienna sausage up a hammer or a booty hole. But hey, live your life. And then he went on Twitter saying, who's next on the everybody video. It was a bunch of guys all over Twitter, but they ass pushed out. Like push it real good. Like it was a bunch of people on there listening to Salt and Pepper. Like I thought it was Salt and Pepper hour. Push it real good. You know. And he was on all them niggas posts, mostly white guys and white Puerto Ricans or white Hispanics on all them posts saying, ooh. And then I scrolled down his Twitter a little bit more, and I wish I never did. Because once I scrolled down a little bit more, he had his, oh, Lord have mercy. I didn't even know he was that flexible. I found out that no one else was flexible, child. He was flexible. He was laying on his back, and then he had his legs up. Just like, just had his legs up in the air. And then, he was holding his legs, and then he was pushing his own booty hole out. So I had the unfortunate opportunity to see his booty hole. I'm like, hey, I ain't say I want to see all that. That's what happens when you scrolling down timelines being nosy. I'm like, hold on. So I said, oh, you on here lying because you telling everybody you just a top. You a top, but the whole time you on there advertising your booty hole. But anyway, that's just you. But ain't nothing, like, just be yourself. Ain't nothing wrong, be a top, be a bottom, be a both. But I don't know how you're trying to lie when you're sitting there putting your booty hole on the booty hole market. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to the topic. How did I even get to that topic? How did I go from talking about him? Oh, I know. I was like, wait, how did I get to this topic? Anyways. So he said he a changed man. That's what I was saying. I don't know how I went from he a changed man to the booty hole, but some kind of way I got. Oh shit. But anyways, I don't think he a changed man or a changed Dorito or a changed Cheeto, because he's still, he orange, right? Because I don't think he came out with no wisdom, no new growth, but with this, he just came out with the same lies and probably that same stained blue jacket. And no YouTube channel, because while he was in there, his second YouTube channel got terminated. Yeah, but like I said, my job is simple. I report the jail and court updates. That's it. And that's all. That's all, folks. My job is done. The rest I pay dust. So I wish I would be going online 24/7. Talking about him now that he out of jail. Now that you out of jail, you ain't no new news. You just dusty ass nigga out of jail. So yeah, you ain't got no YouTube channel. So what I look like promoting you and advertising Mr. Push It Out with no YouTube channel. Okay, so with that being said, I will update again when there's an update as far as court. And the last time I looked, like I watched my video from yesterday, he is in a diversion program. So since he's in a diversion program, he won't have court until February 2026. And that's just going to be a check on his progress and see if he has been following the rules of diversion. So there's no point. I'm not going to be going live until like February to update on that progress report. That's it. And then at the very end in August, I'll report on that. just like with Ada Santiago or any other court or news. Other than that, I don't give a fuck about that day-to-day life of the guy in the blue jacket. Okay, so yeah, I'm not a channel that do commentary on this guy unless, you know, he go back to jail, then I'll be back. So let's pay attention to my channels like court and jail updates, and that's it. Now, you know, if you whatever a person I'm not beefing with, when you in jail, I actually give people updates or news on how they can possibly donate to you and where they could donate. But no nuts, I ain't do none of that because yeah, I don't give a fuck. Now he need to be questioning people like Maggot, who when she able to do all kind of fundraising and all this stuff, right? For her, you know, a mangled new wig. Oh, I'm gonna get a new wig and show back up with the same mangled wig, like her dog used it for a damn chew toy, okay? With no part, you know, and then she keep on switching up the headbands. Her headband every day, but the wig stayed the same since last year. Ciao. So anyways, with that being said, so that bitch, like I said, while you were locked up, Maggot did not, you know, she didn't raise no money for you to put on your books or no commissary, not even for you a hungry, you know, your hungry ass to get a damn Snickers bar, honey bun, ramen noodles, oodles of noodles, no Twinkies, no oatmeal pies, whatever, root beer, whatever they got in the commissary, she raised not one penny for your ass. And like I said, as for me, if No Nuts was my friend, and he went to jail, the least I could do was put some money on his books for some phone calls and some fucking honey buns. So since she don't want to put no money on his books for no honey buns, he probably had to give up his buns to get some honey. He got to give up his buns to get some honey in there. Okay. He had to give up his buns to get some honey buns. And I done sat here and watched, I need some money for my StreamYard because I am on Zoom and I need money for my StreamYard. And my dog Loki, he needs a vaccination because he needs to be vaccinated. So I need to raise some funds for him to be vaccinated. And I want to get my hair and nails done, so if you can raise the money for me to get my nails done, and let's get some money for Dani a new wig, and then I also want to get some money so I can file a frivolous lawsuit against Dani, and I want to raise this fund for my coochie because my coochie smell like sardines and they call me sardinia and tilapia, and I have a big back and a nasty kitchen, and I need to raise some funds for some Febreze and some Vagisil and some Boom Boom cream so I can smell better, and I need some soap and some rackets, a toothbrush, and so she always doing all kinds of fundraisers, right? And then when No Nuts goes to jail, there's No Nuts is in jail. Let me actually just report on his jail updates and what's happening, and I'm gonna give misinformation and disinformation about what's happening to him in jail. But I'm not gonna raise one money for him. No, I'm not gonna give a 1 penny or a dime towards his commissary or to his books, or I'm not gonna do anything positive while he's in jail. I'm just going to cloud chase and get some clicks and views, and then report fake information, and then then I'm gonna, when he gets out of jail, I'm gonna pretend like I'm his friend. Listen, if I go to jail and y'all people online that call yourselves my friend, y'all ain't trying to do nothing for me while I'm in jail, and it's fuck you, and it's fuck you. So anyways, like I said, that's not a friend. That's a GoFundMe scammer with feathers. Okay. Like I said, if you were my friend, I would have made you got some ramen, a phone call, Kit Kat bar. But Maggie was most likely saying, good luck to you. I'll see you when they get out. And when you get out, I will try to say, I want to do something with you, and I'm your best friend, and no one else is like you, and no one else is your friend but me. So he got out of jail yesterday. So let's go ahead and listen to this. I mean, not yesterday. Woo, woo, woo. Let me back up. I'm listening to all them other people. Wait, He got out of jail today. Yesterday, now watch my previous video. Yesterday, he was ordered to be released, but child in California, yay, Cali, they actually said that he would have to get a jail release pass. So even though he was ordered to be released, they still had to go through the whole process. Of course, everyone knows they got a process, but their process took a long time. So he wasn't even released until this morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time. Okay.
Requested from Vine, the California Victim Information and Notification Service. Please listen carefully to this message. Please note, you will continue to receive this call over the next 24 hours, or until the call is answered and confirmed. You are registered with us to receive updates about an offender whose name is Dani Ricketts, with offender ID 7060678. This offender was released on August 22, 2025 for the following reason. Released by court order. If you have any concerns about your immediate safety, contact your local law enforcement agency, or, if you have an emergency.
Yes, I have a concern about my immediate safety. That nigga stink, and I'm about to pass out. I keep on holding my breath to avoid smelling him, child. I called y'all and I asked y'all about that blue jacket, and y'all said even the blue jacket will be released once he released out of property. So damn, I wish I would have kept the blue jacket. So now, yes, I do have an emergency because, yeah.
Call 911. For more information, contact Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. The telephone number is 213-473-6.
I'm about to call you.
100. That number again.
Yeah.
213-473-6100. Vine information is also available at www.
So that's the end of that. Y'all heard it. For all the people in the back, he was not released yesterday. He was ordered to be released yesterday because he on diversion. I'm not going to go over all that today. Now, if you missed it, watch my video from yesterday. I went over the whole diversion and all those updates. Today is just a follow-up, okay? So let me give some shots real quick, and then we're going to get into some final court documents because, like I told y'all, he had court on the 18th, and he had court yesterday on the 21st. So I was not going to try to get any court documents until after the 21st, because what was going to be the point when I would have to need it again? So that's why I said I will update y'all on Friday, which is today. Now, by the way, come back tomorrow because that's when I'll have my full regular lives. When y'all know my big mouth never shut up, and I'll be live for like 5 or 6 hours. That's what I call a regular live. These right here are quick lives. So make sure you come back tomorrow afternoon for my regular full live where I don't shut up. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, now that's one stereotype that's true about me. I know how to talk. So anyways, shout out to Mosaic. Thank you so much for renewing or joining the membership. I appreciate it. Yeah. Shout out to my boy 8 with the 24 in the building. Shout out to you. And thank you for renewing your membership. I appreciate the support. Also, shout out to Lisa Taylor. Happy 27-month anniversary. Yes, auntie, yes. Happy anniversary. I appreciate the support for the over 2 years. I appreciate it. And also, shout out to She Paints. Girl, if you want to come up, let me know. I'll drop the link for you. But shout out to She Paints, child. You already know. You were mentioned. I was mentioned. Wiley was mentioned. Conscious TV. And, of course, Manatee. Okay? Was mentioned. We were all mentioned. If I think, the most hated person that he seemed to have a lot of smoke for and a lot of vitriol for, you are definitely up there, but AG2 definitely seemed like to be the top one. And then secondly, looks like it was Wiley's show. And then you were mentioned along with me, and then Conscious TV. But he definitely has a lot of hate for me, but he just tries to disguise it and act like I'm insignificant and I don't rank and I don't do this and that. But when he actually goes live and goes everywhere, like attacking me, it's clear that I'm up there, okay? He just tries to hide it because he doesn't want to seem like he's phased. But yeah, so you definitely are on the hit list though, for his return. But he said he's a changed man. He has been delivered. Okay, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't believe it because just like Jazz said, she quit smoking and drinking. The moment he said that he ain't gonna be wanking off, and he ain't gonna be, you mind if I stroke you up? You know, he ain't gonna be stroking it up by doing nothing down there, touching himself. Oops, oh my, he gonna be oopsing on mine and all that. That's when I was like, yeah, I don't believe it. Sorry, you need a co-signer. On YouTube, there's such thing as credibility, and once you have zero credibility, you have a negative credibility score on YouTube, you got to have a co-signer. Just like if you got, bad credit in real life, and you go to the car dealership, and then they be talking all this good game. Oh, you want this car? You got that car? Hey, you want this car and that car? He be like, yeah, I want it. And then they be out there, taking a long time, and then they face drop by the time they looking out there. You're like, oh shit, damn, I ain't gonna get no car today. Shit. Nah, they gonna come in there. You need a co-sign or more down payment. Okay, so now that's what happens on YouTube. Some of y'all got low, zero credibility. Nobody don't believe a shit you say. And then you need somebody to co-sign your bullshit or co-sign you to put their seal of approval. And that's what happens on YouTube. People always try to ask me to be a co-signer. Oh, Dani, can you co-sign? I ain't co-signing none of y'all motherfuckers. Keep my name out your shit. So anyway, shout out to She Paints. I appreciate the fan funding. Yes, something yes. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by hitting the like button. With 249 watching, I should have 200 likes. If y'all want to see my new court documents, because I got some court documents, this video has to be at 200 likes. If not, it's just going to be on my members only tab. See, I got it right here, August 18th. So let me know where we're at with the likes on the video. Hold on. I probably said 225 because I don't know what y'all be over there doing. Hold on. So we only at 148 likes. So we still need 52 more likes to see all these court documents, because the public supports my channel for free by hitting the like button, and then member support through fan funding. Okay, so for me to post something publicly, the public needs to also support my channel through hitting the like button. That's all I ask. That's a free option. Okay. Because you have to keep in mind, YouTubers do have expenses to where everything isn't free, especially when it comes to documents and other things. Okay. Yeah. Hold on one second. Let's get into a little bit of something else while y'all run these like stuff on the video. Where is it? Now, to be honest, 148 is good because we're just starting at 33 minutes ago. But let's see if we can get it to 200. Everybody supports. And another reason I do that is because I have ops watching. Sometimes some of my ops be watching and they want all the receipts. But if they got it, sometimes you got to support the channel too by hitting that like button, or you ain't gonna see it. Okay. Let's talk about No Nuts and his chip too. So y'all, he said that he was in jail, gang banging, gang bang bang. And he said that he got a chipped tooth now. Like I said, one of his little dentures on chip. Let's listen. Hold on.
I was scoping you out because I was like, I said, y'all gotta understand. I encourage everybody to read, okay, and to become multidimensional beings. That's the essence of who I am now moving forward. But the usual suspects, they play right into it. I put a message in my Discord from jail. I had somebody to type it in because I knew I seen it happening.
So he said you told someone to type in his Discord. Well, little do you know is that the dumb bitch Maggot is the one that was like, oh, No Nuts is out of jail, and he posted in his Discord and he's out of jail. And it was so easy to just go to the website and you can easily see that he was not out of jail. So obviously he had someone else to write that he was in jail. Like, duh. Okay. So, anyways, I didn't fall for him writing something in Discord and people saying that he's out. Obviously, he's gonna have someone typing for him because the nigga still was in jail with that $250,000 hold. And obviously, yes, people, I understand. At $250,000, someone can get him out at 10% at $25,000. Okay, so I understand that. But the point is, I knew he was in jail, so I don't know why she was trying to report that he was out just because of a Discord message. Okay.
I got telekinesis. I seen it happening the entire time, and I was like, they making me that famous, and they doing me a favor. They got rid of that YouTube channel that I couldn't monetize, and I was telling thousands and thousands and thousands of people to come to tweet.
So yes, he realized, of course, that they got rid of his controversial news. The reason I'm saying the name is because it's terminated. And this is why people get mad at me, y'all. They get mad at me because of my Chucky laugh. And now when I say, pay attention to all my ops always say to me, when I say, press. And then all my ops will always say, press, or Dani's press. Because they hate when I say, press. They be hating when I say that. So that really bothers them. And to be honest, I'm going to start saying it more. But yeah, and they hate when I say that. And they also hate when I say, hilarious. They hate when I say hilarious. And the third thing they hate is my laugh. Every time they get upset with me, they imitate my laugh. Like, they be so mad at those three things. Press. Hilarious. And then my evil, wicked laugh, or Chucky laugh, or hyena laugh, whatever you want to describe it.
They made yes. Famous. Oh my gosh. Okay. Please, y'all, come to my Twitch because I'm broke. And I will tell you, one of my teeth is chipped and it's obvious, but I'm still camo. Tell you right now. Okay.
So he said, press 1 if you heard it. He said that he will still cam up, but he has a chipped tooth. So 2 weeks ago, he walked in there with all his veneers and dentures not cracked. But now somebody done popped him in the mouth. He probably was in there being slick, talking a lot of shit, and then somebody done finally popped him. If only I was a fly in the wall at that Man Central Jail. If I could be a fly in the wall, oh my gosh, reincarnate me to a fly. Wait, don't do it for real. Don't do it for real. I'm just talking. Oh, I don't want to be a fly and flies around somebody barbecue chicken. They're going to try to hit me with a fly swatter. Don't do it. I'm just saying, not literally. If I was a fly on the wall to see him get busted in the mouth, busted wide open, oh shit, I would pay to see that. Somebody finally knocked him in that damn mouth. Just like that white man at the bar a long time ago rearranged his nose. He had to get a nose job because that white guy punched him and socked him in the nose. Oh shit, I don't really support violence unless it's against my op, I'll be honest. And then, I'll say I don't support it, but I will watch it if it happens. And I'm just being realistic here. Don't talk back.
Yes. Famous. Oh my gosh. Okay. Please, y'all, come to my Twitch because I'm broke. And I will tell you, one of my teeth is chipped and it's obvious, but I'm still camo. Tell you right now. Okay.
And now he wants to say he's broke. So you already know that's why he's gonna be coming for you, She Paints, because you gave him $10,000 and he want that money, child. He's desperate and thirsty for that money. And it's so interesting because even if you went to jail for 2 weeks and you're coming out and saying you're broke, you always try to act like you're a rich bitch. You act like you're a big timer, a real shot caller. So what happens to all the money you claim to have and are alleged to have? If you got money before going to jail in just 2 weeks, how come you out of jail now? You say you broke. You should have some money stashed away, right? So that's how you know people be. Y'all need to just live y'all reality. Live your truth and live your reality. Stop trying to flex because a lot of y'all be pretending like y'all got all this money and money bags. And then you get on here doing broke people shit. And then you get on here begging saying you broke. And then it's like, just be honest with yourself. Okay. Shout out to Auntie Mickey says, I'm no longer ever co-signing for a YouTube bomb. You already know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you live and you learn. At least you know now. But yeah, co-signing can get you caught up in some mess, child. If you need a co-signer, then hey, that means you need to work on your own credibility score. People all say, oh, Dani said this and Dani said that as a reference or to use my credibility. Now, build up your own credibility. Don't try to use me as your co-signer. But yeah, people with low credibility scores will try to get other people with credibility to vouch for them and co-sign for their stuff. And then, child, now you going to get wrapped up in they bad credibility score. And it works just like that on YouTube. Okay? Child, and then he came out here saying stuff that we already knew. Like, press 1 in chat if you already knew because you watched my videos about how he was acting in court before he went to jail and how he was in the hallway acting crazy trying to fight that district attorney, trying to fight the DA in the hallway. We already knew that. So you think you coming out here giving people some new information, and that's old. I said that about a couple of weeks ago. I think like August 6th or something. That's old. Old. Okay. Sure. You know my nosy ass gonna find that. So now he got a chip too, so he ain't trying to cam up. But he did say he was gonna go to the dentist and try to get it fixed before camming up. Okay, first you say you don't give a damn, you're gonna cam up with the chip denture. And then later you switch it and say, nobody gonna see your chip denture because you're gonna get it fixed before you cam up. Yeah. So it's like you why y'all be acting like y'all don't care what people think when y'all, it's clear you do. If you didn't care, you would have cammed up today, but you obviously want to get it fixed before. And that's understandable, but I don't know why y'all be like trying to fake it. Like, oh, I don't care. Okay. He also was talking about how he already knew he was going to go to jail, and shout out to Country CTV because, you know, he actually pointed that out, that at No Nuts, and then he had like nobody caught on, but even CTV caught on that in his last video before going to jail, he was saying he's going to be gone. He might not be popping up for a couple of days and things like that. So people caught that. Well, CTV did, right? So hold on.
I went in because I knew everything that was to happen. And I suspected that I went in because I knew everything that was to happen. And I suspected that social media would play the way it played itself out. And at the end of my last video, that's what I'm saying. You really, really have to pay attention to me. CTV caught on and said, yeah, he already knew something was up. And how social media will work, everyone knows that any YouTuber, especially one like you who has attacked almost every creator within this space and in almost every space, you have attacked 1 million content creators. You have a lot of people that don't fuck with you. So with that being said, and you also have attacked moderators and subscribers across the board, you have attacked a lot of people. So someone like you that's not famous but infamous, who is disliked by a lot of people, when you go to jail, people are gonna report on it. And I guarantee you, if I were in jail, No Nuts would be firing up lies and doing all kind of shit about robot in jail. Please don't stop. Please spare me. Don't play a games. All my ops will be, if I go to jail, a lot of my ops will be live 24/7. Oh, she's in jail, robot in jail. Like, let's just stop. So it is what it is. If you are a YouTuber, you go to jail, you're gonna be news because that's what people are gonna. You're gonna be content and news because you're in jail. All your ops are gonna report on the story. Now, what should happen is your ops are going to report on it in a negative way, but your friends, so-called friends, should be more positive and helpful towards you. But as you pay attention, No Nuts, what about your friends? What about your friends? Where are their positive videos? Where are their videos collecting money for you to send on your books or commissary? Where for your jail calls? What about your friends? A lot of times people want to focus on the ops and the enemies, what they were doing. But on the flip side, what about the people that were supposed to at least call themselves your friend to do something for you? I don't know a job, but if I'm cool with somebody and they go to jail, I'm going to do something towards their whatever. It depends on how close we are, but I'm going to do something positive that can get people to, if I'm not going to send money, at least the information is there for other people to send money, and things like that. But I ain't really see a lot of that going on. So child, where your friends at? tell you everything. I just don't. It's coded. At the end of the video, I tell everybody I'm going away. I gotta get away from the toxicity, and I'll see y'all soon. To happen, and I suspected that social media would play the way it played itself out. And at the end of my last video, that's what I'm saying. You really have to pay attention to me. I tell you everything. I just don't. It's coded. At the end of the video, I tell everybody I'm going away. I gotta get away from the toxicity, and I'll see y'all soon. I'm disconnected.
You're going away and you get away from the toxicity. No, you're going away because you got a fucking warrant for your arrest and you have to serve your time or face accountability. It's not like you're taking some vacation. This nigga act like you were going on some vacation to where he has to get away from toxicity on some vacation. Bitch, you're going to jail, a toxic fucking environment with a bunch of criminals and crazy people in there. Now, some people are innocent, of course, innocent until proven guilty, but let's be honest here. That's not jail is not it's a toxic place. Oh, I'm going to get away from toxicity. Getting away from toxicity and then you're going to a jailhouse. Bitch, you ain't going on a vacation.
I did not tell nobody from YouTube, nobody. It was only 4 people outside of my family that knew. And out of those 4 people, only 1 from social media. And that's somebody on Clubhouse. Otherwise, none of I was like, I know I'm hurting them, but I have to do this because I already fucked up. I fucked the game up when I isolated myself.
So that's that.
That disgusting motherfucker. That's just like the dysfunctional robot. Bitch, I can make 1,000 videos about me.
So then he's talking about me, the dysfunctional robot. For those that are new, that's my nickname. It's a robot. Dysfunctional is you, because last time I checked, I'm not the motherfucker wearing a stinky blue jacket in the courthouse, running down the hallway with my fists up trying to fight the fucking district attorney. You want to actually try to fight the DA in the hallway. That's smart. Okay, that sounds like a dysfunctional motherfucker. So dysfunctional, you lost your main channel and your fucking backup channel. And you're the dysfunctional one, because what's going on with you? A mess, stay press. Okay, a mess.
I won't make not one about you, because you don't rank to me.
So he said he's not gonna make one video about me. I'm gonna put up a poll. He said, I don't rank. He's not going to make one video about me. But aren't you making a video about me by discussing the robot? So let's see if he's going to, I'm going to put up a poll. Is no one's going to make one video about me, the robot? Yeah. Let's see what the audience thinks. Hold on. So he said, I don't rank. So since I don't rank and I'm a nobody, then you say you ain't gonna make one. You're not gonna make one video on me. Let's see. Will no nuts make at least one video on me, the robot? Yes, no, still thinking about it. Take the poll.
You don't rank to me. That's it. That is it. That is all. Period. And you, that disgusting motherfucker. That's just like the dysfunctional robot. Bitch, I can make 1,000 videos about me. I won't make not one about you, because you don't rank to me. You don't rank.
Let's see. Talking on a smack like I won't get back, bitch.
Rank to me. That's it. That is it. That is all. Period. And you know, and I'm not going to listen. I'm here now. Y'all my
you already been listening to a lot of these videos already. That's why you know the song that I play and also CTV played. I'm locked up. We both played that song. You already know. That's why you started singing it.
Redo all that shit that y'all did. Videos about me. I won't make not one about you, because you don't rank to me. You don't rank to me. That's it. That is it. That is all. Period. And you know, and I'm not going to listen. I'm here now. Y'all might well redo all that shit that y'all did. You got the clicks and views. Hit my cash.
Okay, well, the poll should be working now. All right, refresh your page.
Up on broke, I got a chip tooth that I need to fix. Redo all that shit that y'all did. You got the clicks and views, hit my cash. Up on broke.
I ain't hitting no motherfucking cash out. Hit my cash out. I ain't hitting no cash out. Give me some money. When you made videos on me, you got cash out. So all the videos you made on me before, give me the money you made off of it. I'll wait. All y'all bitches that use me for content, give me all the money y'all made off of my name. Y'all ain't gonna do that. So I don't know why y'all be wanting my money when I make money, when I make a video on y'all, but y'all don't give me no money when y'all make videos on me. Make it make sense. That's like TMZ making a video on a celebrity, and then now he owed the celebrity money. That's not how it works.
I got a chip tooth that I need to fix.
Bitch, I don't give a fuck about your chip motherfucking veneer, your chip motherfucking denture, bitch. You better get some of that damn, what you call it? What's polydent for? Is it clean the denture? Well, you better get some of that, whatever you gotta get, some super glue or whatever to fix it.
And I ain't been making no money since I've been locked up. They wouldn't let me out. Oh.
You ain't been making no money since you've been locked up. That sounds like a personal problem to you, bitch. Okay, what that gotta do with me? And what that gotta do with me?
And I ain't been making no money since I've been locked up. They wouldn't let me out. Oh.
You know you been in jail selling your pussy for oatmeal pie. You been there selling that pussy. You know you put it on the booty market, on the jail booty market. It's like pussy for sale. Pop that pussy, pop that pussy, baby, pop that pussy, pop. You was in there popping that pussy. You was doing a pussy on a handstand, a pussy on a handstand. Slob on my knob for a corn on the cob. You was slobbing on a knob to get an extra piece of corn on the cob. You gonna eat your cornbread. So somebody probably took your cornbread. They took your cornbread. You gonna eat your cornbread? You want your cornbread? You got scared. You went ahead and gave him your cornbread. Okay. A mess.
So that $250,000 bail was because a district attorney who was scared to face me at trial ran into a courtroom.
So now he's talking about the district attorney is the reason he got a $250,000 bond. Nah, you ain't got that $250,000 bond for no damn district attorney. You gotta take accountability. That's how I know you ain't been changed. You ain't a changed man. Because if you was a changed man, you take some accountability. Come on, somebody. Yeah. You would say, I ran down on the DA in the hallway, and that's why I got, you will actually take accountability for your actions. But the fact that you still blaming other people for why you had a $250,000 bond, that tells me you ain't a changed man.
And lied and told the judge, because I will say I called him a pussy ass cracker, which is unethical.
And she had a surprise because the bitch slow on the uptake and slow on the news. We already knew about the DA and him calling him a pussy ass and all this shit. We already knew all that because I read the transcripts about 2 weeks ago, August 6th or 7th. I read that. We already knew that. Next caller. That's old. He thought he about to pop some new information, bitch. We already knew that.
It's unethical. Yeah, it's unethical. I agree. And yeah, it was impulsive and it was juvenile. So let me take that account.
So he did actually take a little accountability right here and said that he's gonna take a little bit of accountability. Oh my gosh. He actually took a little bit of accountability on this part that it was unethical to do something like that.
Accountability. And he ran into the courtroom telling the judge that I raised my fist and tried to swing and swung at him. So I called him a pussy ass cracker, which is unethical. It's unethical. Yeah, it's unethical. I agree. And yeah, it was impulsive and it was juvenile. So let me take that accountability. And he ran into the courtroom telling the judge that I raised my fist and tried to swing and swung at him. So that happened on the 17th. And then I was supposed to come back on the 23rd for trial. So when he did it, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? But little did I know he was That was his tactic, his way to.
Yeah, and you did. Just like you slapped that security guard, just like you did go after that DA. Why would the DA make up a story like that? Please stop. Don't. You did it.
Put me in a situation to try to guarantee a conviction or some diversion from the court. Because see, I was there to embarrass them. Diversion or guilty verdict means that they won.
So he feels like he lost because he is on diversion and he has to take anger management classes. Technically that is true. I mean, you didn't walk away with nothing, so you got some sort of penalty or punishment. So yeah, that technically is a win for them. At the same time, it's also a win for you because if you complete it successfully, there's no conviction and nothing on your record. So.
And I was there to they be betting on people losing cases, how much time they can give people, and I bet them bitches you cannot find me not guilty, let's go to jury trial. So with me representing myself, breaking the codes of conduct between a self-represented person and an attorney, he then took that and lied and told the judge that I put my hand up and tried to hit him in the face. And I said, that's a lie.
No, that's the truth. That's the truth. You did try to hit that DA. You were trying to threaten him and intimidate him because you were press. Take the poll. There are 72 votes. Let's see if we can get some more votes. Will No Nuts make at least one video on me, the robot? Yes or no?
I said, that's a lie. I said, I call him a pussy ass cracker because it's my First Amendment. What you gonna do about it?
Shout out to RC117. Thank you so much for the fan fund. It says Dani Montana. Say hello to the bad girl. You want to point your fingers at me and say that's a bad girl. What that make you, huh? Make you good? Anyway, it says the Empress Goat of Receipts, sending some virtual roses to you. Thank you so much, and sending a rose right back at you. I appreciate the fan funding. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button. So let me actually take this poll down and put up a new poll. And the poll is, do you believe that No Nuts actually tried to intimidate or threaten, at least with his fist, raising his fist in the hallway at the district attorney? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch part 5 of my No Nuts videos because I went over the court transcripts of what he said. And as you can see, the transcripts match what he's saying as far as what the DA alleged. And also it matches the pussy ass cracker statements that he was saying as well. Okay, so will No Nuts make at least one video on me? The robot, 81 votes. 94% says No Nuts. They believe that you will make at least one video on me. See, people know. People already know. Just like you said, you're not gonna make any more Jag videos or no more videos on this person or that person. They're gonna pay dust. You're gonna pay dust, and then you make 1 million videos. Okay, nobody believes you. So let's see if you can prove the people wrong and don't make a video on me. But that's not gonna happen. 4% says no, and 2% says still thinking about it. I believe that he will make a video on me, and technically, the fact that he was even speaking on me in the first place since he was released, to me, that already qualifies as you're already, doing something. But we'll see if you do it on your own channel. So the next one is going to be about the DA. Let me put that one up.
So, and on the 17th, and then I was supposed to come back on the 23rd for trial. So when he did it, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? But little did I know he was that was his tactic, his way to put me in a situation to try to guarantee a conviction or some diversion.
So he's trying to act like the DA it's the DA's fault that he had all the stuff happening with the diversion and the $250,000 and things like that. And this is where I have an issue with accountability, because it's like, you are the one that put yourself into the situation, and you know good and well you win at that DA. He didn't just make up this whole story.
The court, because see, I was there to embarrass them. Diversion or guilty verdict means that they won, in a sense. And I was there to they be betting on people losing cases, how much time they can give people, and I bet them bitches you cannot find me not guilty, let's go to jury trial. So with me representing myself, breaking the codes of conduct between a self-represented person and an attorney, he then took that and lied and told the judge. I put my hand up and tried to hit him in the face. And I said, that's a lie. I said, that's a lie. I said, I call him a pussy ass cracker because it's my First Amendment. What you gonna do about it?
Okay, hold on 1 second. 1 second.
$250,000 bond. But I knew, I was like, damn, this is the lick. This is what the DA is doing. I fell for the okie. And also planning on taking my OR. At that time, I did not know it was a $250,000 bond. But I knew, I was like, damn, this is the lick. This is what the...
So he knew he had a warrant and that he was wanted, but he did not know that it was at $250,000. So he said he turned himself in because he knew he was wanted, but he he felt like if he knew it was going to be $250,000, he would not have turned himself in, or he would have did something else, probably like a Jag, because Jag has 2 warrants for her arrest out of Dallas, Texas, 2 felony active warrants, and she's on the run because they said that when she's captured in the wild with a bear trap, with her ankles and cankles trapped in it, in the snare, they're going to actually keep her without a bond unless a miracle happens.
Yeah, he's doing. I fell for the okie because I should have just been professional throughout. What they do is they get you in there for 30 days. They usually get you in there for 30 days. The reason I didn't do 30 days is because I didn't waive my right to a speedy trial. Then on that 30th day, they would have looked like a fool saying it's trial day and now you're going to dismiss this case. So they was trying to figure out what to do to stroke their ego. So they threw me in jail because of a lie that they kept repeating. Mind you, they didn't file the charges because...
Here we go. See, whenever someone says they changed, I look for accountability, because in order to change, you have to take accountability for your actions and wrongs and imperfections and issues and errors and bad choices or whatever. And then once you take accountability, you then say, now I'm going to refrain from doing those behaviors and grow and learn and improve and not, change my behavior. People that don't take accountability, they miss out on that step of saying, of growth and change. Because if you believe you didn't do anything wrong, you don't feel like you have to change any behavior or change that behavior because you felt like your behavior was right and your actions and choices were right. And so why should you have to change? So he's trying to say the DA should change, everyone else should change and improve, and then this won't happen to him. Instead of I should change and improve myself, and this won't happen to me. So without that accountability, there is no change or growth. To change, you have to actually admit fault or wrong, and then change that behavior. If you don't think you did anything wrong, you don't feel like you need to change anything. And that can lead to a lot of issues. So anyone talking to me saying they've changed and they're not taking accountability, I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Then I don't believe that they've changed.
It was a lot. And so there was, I went on the... So I turned myself in on the 27th. So 4 days I already knew. That's why I was flushing out content about old boy, because I knew that if I flushed that content about him, he's gonna be the one. He's gonna be the biggest fool to break the news and to exploit my arrest.
He's talking about no nuts. I mean, not no nuts. He's talking about AT2. Okay. So I was going to start calling him Manatee, but I'm just going to go back to AT2. I don't really have beef with him like that. It's just that he's the one that's always in my bushes trying to steal my receipts and my information and not give me credit. And he's the one that goes from chat to chat trying to stir up mess with me, with others. I get people to weaponize smaller content creators with me. He's always on a sneak attack. That's why I've been, So anyways, did No Nuts try to intimidate the DA? Yes, no, still thinking about it. So he has a major issue with AT2 and definitely someone at the top of his hit list.
And also planning on taking my OR. At that time, I did not know it was a $250,000 bond. But I knew, I was like, damn, this is the lick. This is what the DA is doing. I fell for the okie because I should have just been professional throughout. And what they do is... I would have knew it was a $250,000. I'm not sure I would have turned myself into it. I think I would have been...
So he said if he knew it was a $250,000 bond, he's not sure he would have turned himself in. I mean, to be honest, if I were wanted and it was a $250,000 bond, bitch, I ain't turning myself in unless I knew someone was capable of getting me out. If I have anyone capable of getting me out, I ain't turning myself in. Fuck that. Fuck shit. Fuck. If my cat Medusa voice. Hola, ¿cómo está? I'm in Mexico. I'm Mexicana. Feliz Navidad. Amo vacaciones with Ada Santiago in Mexico. I'm crossing the border, bitch.
On this bitch. I would have been on this bitch like Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X. Heart attack like me. No shade, with no shade. Like if I would have done was $250,000, I'm not sure I would have turned myself into. But I think I would have been on this bitch. I would have been on this bitch like Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X. I'd have been like Tupac and everybody. Bitch, I'd have been calling the DA. I gave him a reason for that $250,000. What you saying?
So, but pretty much when he turned himself in, he said he would not have turned himself in if he knew it was a $250,000 bond. So, yeah.
So, no, I just went to turn myself in my mind because when I ended my video, I was like, oh, I'm going to go wait for a couple of days. And I'm like, let's go.
So, he thought it was just going to be a couple of days, but it turns out, it's been since almost a full month, at least 3 weeks of him being incarcerated and not a couple of days, okay? So, he was unaware that it was $250,000 and he would be in there.
Walk in the park, I'm gonna go and they're gonna release me in a couple of days, or I'm just getting Oregon, or hey, at least I got $1,000.
So he thought that he would turn himself in and then he would be released on his own recognizance. So on recognizance. I keep on saying it. He thought he would be released on his own recognizance. But he was not released on his own recognizance. Every other time he was released on his own recognizance. So he thought it was going to be a walk in the park, go in there 2 days, release on own recognizance, and then that's it. But it turns out, shout out to Lady Letitia in the building. Make sure y'all check out her channel and subscribe. Again, shout out to Lady Letitia. Also, check out Auntie Mickey's channel and subscribe as well. There's another content creator. So Auntie Mickey and Lady Letitia, subscribe to their channels.
So they can give me a $10,000 bail. I'll still be able to bond out and shit me.
So he was going to be like $10,000 bond, then he'll be able to get out at like with $1,000 or something, around that ballpark. But yeah.
Let me tell you something. When I seen that bail, $250,000, my heart dropped. I swear to God, I went to shit and I thought my heart was going to come through my colon. Automatically done.
So, and then people go on a line. Everyone literally reporting on it thought it was too much. Everybody was shocked and surprised that a misdemeanor battery was $250,000. People are on here line talking about, oh, everyone was like this or that. And I'm like, no, everybody literally reporting on it said, what? $250,000? Why would he have that much? Now, I ain't give a damn how much it was, but the point is, even I thought it was crazy that was $250,000. And everybody reporting on thought it was a crazy, ridiculous amount for a misdemeanor battery, okay? So, yeah. So let's actually get into some court documents as well. So I appreciate everybody for getting the likes up on the video. We now at 219 likes. This is over the 200. And let me give a shout out. Happy 2-month anniversary. Wait, you got a new account. So you're way past 2 months. Well, happy anniversary to you. Since I know it says I've been a member for 2 months, but it's been 11 months that I've been a proud Avenger. I'm hashtag fuck around and find out. Yes. Oh shit. Stay pressed. Press. Happy anniversary. Happy 11-month anniversary to you. I appreciate your membership. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by hitting that like button. So let's go over some court documents. Watch my previous video that I pinned to my community tab with the other documents. So this is the second video with some of the documents, okay? This is from August 18th, when he had court August 18th at 8:30 a.m. Nature of proceedings, jury trial setting. He was present. There was Ronald Gomez, the bar panel attorney, was present. Anthony Dion Caruthers, was a deputy district attorney, was present. And it says the matter is called for jury trial setting. Defense counsel is appointed as a bar panel attorney pursuant to Penal Code Section 987.2. And it says the defendant's oral motion to be released on his own recognizance is heard, argued, and denied. So when No Nuts went to court on August 18th, what we know the previous one, he tried to argue for a release on his own recognizance, which we already expected, but this is proof right here that he actually tried to do that. And it was heard. He argued, child. He argued through them chip dentures, and it was denied. And then, of course, he was still remanded. And it says on people's motion, which is the state, jury trial setting 23 of 30 is set for Thursday, August 21st, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. in Airport Department 93. And that is what we, happened yesterday when he had the second one. So the first one, when he went to court on August 18th, he argued for release on recognizance, and that was denied. And then he had court yesterday, which we already know. And then that one we have updates. And it says the defendant is ordered to return on the above date. And it says defendant remains remanded. Bail remains set in the amount of $250,000. Sheriff removal order is issued by the bailiff. So that's what happened on August 18th. And now let's go to the 21st. So Dani had court yesterday, August 21st at 8:30 a.m. And it says nature of proceedings, jury trial setting. The following parties are present for the aforementioned proceeding. Of course, the same people as before. The matter is called for jury trial setting. It says the defendant's written motion for judicial diversion pursuant to Penal Code Section 1001.95 is heard, argued, and granted over the people's objection. So then he argued now for judicial diversion. He's trying to say they just gave it to him. Right here is pretty much saying that he argued for it. He already had this before, but he argued for it again. Because it says right here, the defendant's written motion for judicial diversion pursuant to Penal Code Section 1001.95 is heard, argued, and granted over the people's objection. So the state was objecting to him having this judicial diversion, and he was wanting it. And it says the defendant consents to pretrial diversion and waives their right to a speedy trial. So no nuts, quit lying and capping out here. You wanted this judicial diversion. Right here it says the defendant consents to pretrial diversion and waives their right to a speedy trial. You waived your right to a speedy trial. You wanted this pretrial diversion. Your ass have been in there clapping them booty cheeks for the last 2 weeks. You want out of them damn jail cells, trying to get them, fucking stuffing them honey buns, child. So you waived your right to a speedy trial. You agreed to a pretrial diversion. Shout out to Tiffany again. Thank you so much for gifting a membership. If you were gifted a membership from Tiffany, please say thank you for getting the membership. Again, please say thank you for getting the membership. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by hitting that like button. And then let's go ahead and continue. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. It says the defendant having met all of the necessary criteria, the court finds that the defendant is eligible and suitable for diversion. Child. Disposition as to count 001 misdemeanor diversion. And it says supervision. As to count 001 PC 242, that misdemeanor battery. Defendant is placed on diversion, court initiated right here for a period of 1 year as upon the following terms and conditions. So I think this is out of order. Wait. I already read his conditions. So make sure you go back to my last live. I read the conditions. It's right here. So I'm not going to read all this. Go to my video from yesterday, and I read all his conditions right here. Enroll within 30 days and successfully complete a 24 approved anger management program session. So he has 24. I don't think that was on there, though. It did say anger management, but this gives more details. That he has to have 24 approved anger management program sessions. I'll go ahead and read this because, you know, these are the conditions. Says, do not own, I'll just speed read it. Do not own, use, or possess any dangerous or deadly weapons, including firearms, knives, or other weapons. Do not use or threaten to use force or violence against any person. Do not annoy, harass, or molest any victim or witness in this case, especially the victim. Submit your person and property to search and seizure at any time of the day or night by any probation officer or other peace officer with or without a warrant, probable cause, or reasonable suspicion. Use only your true name stated to be as charged. Do not give any false information to any peace officer at any time. Obey all laws and orders of the court. Defendant acknowledges that they understand and accept each term and condition of diversion. So again, I go over in more detail in my yesterday's video. Any mandatory and non-punitive fees or assessments ordered in this case are not conditions of supervision. Unless otherwise specified, this court constitutes a single grant of supervision for multiple counts, and all terms and conditions imposed apply to all counts. The following documents are filed this date. Referral and compliance form. The court finds the defendant has custody credits of 50. The court finds the defendant has custody credits of 52 days in custody, 26 actual plus 26 good time, work time custody credits. So they gave him 52 days in custody of credits, okay? 26 actual days he has spent in jail in custody, and 26 for good time, work time custody credits. On court's motion, diversion progress report is set for Wednesday, February 25th, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. in Airport Department 93. The defendant is ordered to return on the above date. On court's motion, diversion, termination, dismissal, it says it's set for August 21st, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. in Airport Department 93. The defendant waives time. The defendant is ordered to return on the above date. So with that being said, he's on diversion. They gave him the conditions, 24 approved anger management program sessions, and then he has to abide by all these conditions I read. And they are going to check on his progress on February 25th, 2026, to check on the progress of his diversion, if he's following it. And then if he does everything right, it will end as of August 21st, 2026, because he has a year of these conditions, okay? So now let's go ahead and read the statement of facts. It might be redundant. I'll see what it is because I have not looked at it. What's this one? Okay, it says Mr. Ricketts is currently charged in case, gives the case number, with one violation of Penal Code Section 242, a simple battery stemming from an accident that took place over 2 years ago in 2023 in the city of West Hollywood. According to the police report, in the early morning hours of July 10, 2023, police responded to a call at the Abbey, a West Hollywood bar. Upon arrival, police contacted the complaining witness. The police contacted the complaining witness, Derek Rucker, security guard at the Abbey. Mr. Rucker informed police that at approximately 1:30 a.m., he approached Mr. Ricketts, who was dancing on stage on the dance floor. Mr. Rucker then allegedly informed Mr. Ricketts of the stage policy: only personnel from the Abbey are allowed on stage. But Mr. Ricketts allegedly ignored Mr. Rucker and continued dancing. Mr. Rucker eventually grabbed Mr. Ricketts and physically removed Mr. Ricketts off the premises. Once off the premises, Mr. Ricketts allegedly slapped Mr. Rucker on the left side of his face. Mr. Rucker did not complain of any injuries or pain and denied medical treatment during the investigation. Mr. Ricketts was cited and released in front of the Abbey. Mr. Ricketts is eligible for judicial diversion. A judge may continue a diverted case for a period not to exceed 24 months and order the defendant to comply with terms, conditions, or programs that the judge deems appropriate based on the defendant's specific situation. A judge in the superior court in which a misdemeanor is being prosecuted may, at the judge's discretion and over the objection of a prosecuting attorney, offer a diversion to a defendant pursuant to those provisions or these provisions. If the defendant has complied with the imposed terms and conditions at the end of the period of diversion, the judge shall dismiss the action against the defendant. If it appears to the court that the defendant is not complying with the terms and conditions of diversion, author notice to the defendant, the court shall hold a hearing to determine whether the criminal proceeding should be reinstituted. If the court finds that the defendant has not complied with the terms and conditions of diversion, the court may end the diversion and order resumption of the criminal proceedings. A defendant may not be offered diversion pursuant to this section for any of the following current charge offenses. This is out of order, and by the way, it's my doing because I was in a rush to get this together. So that's page 2. So let me see which one is page 3. Because I have to try to, it was like separate, so I had to merge these together. Okay, any offense for which a person, if convicted, will be required to register pursuant to section 290, a violation of 273.5, a violation of subdivision, a violation. It's just saying that those are things that you won't be eligible if you are guilty of those or found whatever, are convicted of those. But they are saying that based on his charge, he's eligible. It says per Penal Code 1001.96, a defendant who is diverted pursuant to this chapter shall be required to complete all of the following in order to have their action dismissed. Complete all conditions ordered by the court, make full restitution. However, a defendant's inability to pay restitution due to indigence shall not be grounds for denial of diversion or a finding that the defendant has failed to comply with the terms of diversion. Comply with a court order, protective order, stay away order, or other prohibiting firearm possession if applicable. It says upon successful completion of the terms, conditions, or programs ordered by the court, the arrest upon which diversion was imposed shall be deemed to have never occurred. So once completed, the arrest will be deemed as to have never occurred. The defendant may indicate in response to any question concerning their prior criminal record that they were not arrested. A record pertaining to an arrest resulting in successful completion of the terms, conditions, or programs ordered by the court shall not, without the defendant's consent, be used in any way that could result in the denial of any employment, benefit, license, or certificate. So this is something that can be deemed as never have happened. He can even deny it on job applications and such. Okay. Because that's the point of the diversion, to avoid conviction and to kind of erase this whole thing. And it says here, Mr. Ricketts is being charged with one violation of PC 242, misdemeanor battery. This charge is a misdemeanor and does not appear on the list of enumerated exceptions to judicial diversion per Penal Code section 1001.95, subdivision E. Consequently, Mr. Ricketts is eligible for judicial diversion, subject to the exercise of the court's discretion. So now it's going to go into some details about why they are approving him for diversion and based on things that he has said. So let's see what No Nuts has really said about himself to the court, and to try to make himself a suitable candidate for diversion. Shout out to She Paints. Thank you so much for gifting membership. If you're a gifted membership from She Paints, please say thank you for the gifted membership. She gifted 2 memberships. Again, if you're a gifted membership, please say thank you for the gifted membership. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button. I don't know, but for some reason your avatar is not really showing up unless you just changed it. But yeah, shout out to you. I appreciate the support. And everybody else, remember, support my channel for free just by what? Hitting that like button. So let's talk, before I get into the factors and mitigation document, Let me actually go over a little bit about what happened with the jail altercation in the chip tooth. Okay, hold on.
Entertainment vibe to it. But yeah, I got iced up because Ice is a gang in there. Got into my own.
So he says he got iced up by a gang in the jailhouse. Iced up, okay? So let's see what he had to say about that.
Altercation, and I did what I had to do. You know, 5 niggas jumped me. I ain't got nothing but a chip too.
So he said that 5 people jumped him in jail. He got a chip tooth due to 5 people jumping him in jail, okay?
Entertainment vibe to it. But yeah, I got iced up because Ice is a gang in there. Got into my own altercation, and I did what I had to do. You know, 5 niggas jumped me. I ain't got nothing but a chip too. Is that normal that they just jump people? Yeah. Why? That's just what it is. Like if you go in there and you like me, you're smart, you're eligible. If you don't join, you're gonna have to fight. You gonna have to fight them. You have to fight. And they surrounded. And I went to the biggest nigga and laid. And I said, as long as I lay this motherfucker, I don't think get beat up because it's too many. Lay that motherfucker out. All my energy was on that nigga.
So he said that he got a chip tooth, that he got into a fight with the biggest nigga in there, and he laid the biggest nigga in there out. And since he laid that biggest nigga out, then that caused him to have to fight everybody else or whatever. What are you trying to say, child? This don't make no sense. So let me actually put up a poll. How many of y'all believe this story? Hold on.
That's just what it is. Like if you go in there and you like me, you're smart, you're eligible. If you don't join, you're gonna have to fight. You gonna have to fight them. You have to fight. And they surrounded. And I went to the biggest nigga and laid that. I said, as long as I lay this motherfucker, I don't think get beat up because it's too many. Laid that motherfucker out. All my energy was on that nigga. And after that, it was just. And you won. After that, nigga, whatever I wanted to do, however I wanted, nigga, the nigga came out of me after that.
So he said that once he beat up the biggest nigga in there, he got respect and he got to do whatever he wanted to do. Something tells me you got beat up by it's the opposite. A lot of times people that are narcissists, they do say the opposite. So they are the ones in the story that's the opposite. So he must have got beat up by one of the biggest niggas in there. And that nigga laid his ass out and knocked his damn tooth and chipped his damn dentures. And once he chipped that damn denture, he couldn't do everything he wanted to do before because he felt like he was being controlled and somebody was in there. He was somebody's little bitch ass nigga. That's how the story might have went. But let me take this poll down. The 89 votes did not try to intimidate the DA. 89% says yes, 3% says no, and 8% says still thinking about it. My vote is yes, he did because I read the transcript and it's there. And he did do that. And if you actually pay attention to No Nuts history, press 1 if you actually was here when I read all his old court documents from years ago. This is nothing new for No Nuts. He has been acting this way at courthouses and going everywhere he goes, he acts a fool. This is nothing new. So that whole thing with the DA, that's nothing new or shocking. That's actually typical of No Nuts. That's typical behavior. So I'm gonna put up a new poll.
So you were. You can see I got a chip too. I had to fight 5 niggas. Forms and shit were fucking ran by gangs. You had to get in if you had to show. You can see I got a chip in because you have to be there. You couldn't say you're scared for your life because the dorms and shit were fucking ran by gangs. You had to get in if you had to show. You can see I got a chip too. I had to fight 5 niggas.
So in my next poll, do you believe No Nuts had to fight 5 niggas in jail? And he beat up the biggest nigga in there, laid the biggest nigga out.
And by the way, we fight each other to pass the time. Yeah, by the way, I'm actually probably gonna be going to the dentist to get my chip tooth fixed tonight, so y'all probably don't see that. Oh, that's good because that was hard.
So you are going to the dentist tonight, or earlier, to get your teeth fixed, your tooth fixed. But then you were saying you didn't care about it, but now you want to fix it before you get cammed up.
Hurt? Yeah.
Hold on.
Forms and shit were fucking ran by gangs. You had to get in if you had to show. You gonna see? I got a chip too. I had to fight 5 niggas. Let me go ahead and go down to the root shop right now. Y'all, I'm hungry. I'm starving. I look a mess. I got a chipped teeth. I was in the county jail for 3 days. At least I ain't got to fuck on my uncle for shelter. Or fuck on my son. Oh my God. Okay, but can y'all?
So there he goes throwing shade at 82. So before he went to jail, he was making videos on me, 82, Sherelle, and Perry. And I foresee that he's going to continue that behavior. And there's just something between him and 82 ever since they met up. And well, I don't know what happened when they met up, but since they met up, it's just been even crazier with those two. I don't know. I don't think they did anything sexual, because No Nuts prefers raw, uncooked turkeys, and 82 is a cooked turkey. He prefers like white Hispanic, like pale people. So I don't know. And then but he does like the chunky guys, and 82 is chunky. So I don't know. But they just really have it out for each other. And so I do see him making videos on him. Okay.
Please hit my Cash App up if y'all want the king back. And most importantly, five niggas. And by the way, it would be great for those to pass the time. Yeah, and by the way, I'm actually probably gonna be going to the dentist to get my chip tooth fixed tonight, so y'all probably don't see that. Oh, that's good because that must hurt. Yeah.
So he said it hurt. So obviously, when somebody in that jail knocked him in his grill, rocked his ass. Boom! They rocked his ass and cracked his tooth. And he said, "Oh yeah." So whoever did it knocked him so hard and laid his ass out, and he said it hurt. He said, "Oh yeah, no shit." So somebody really gave him one right in the mouth. See, you fucked around and found out. You fucked around and found out that somebody in jail ain't fucking with your ass. They said, see, online you can be talking all that shit, and you can go to all these Zeus events and try to say this and say that, and go to jail. I'm in the courthouse outside that Diddy courthouse after the donkey. But in jail, you done fucked around and you done messed with the wrong person on the right motherfucking day. And they showed you this is jailhouse. All that mouth and all that talking. They knocked you right in your damn mouth, and you got laid out. And now you done came out a delivered man that ain't gonna be masturbating no more. They knocked you so hard and knocked the masturbation spirit out of you. He literally said he gonna be no more masturbation. No more masturbation. They knocked the masturbation spirit out of him. He ain't gonna have no inkling of it. He don't want to never masturbate again, child. Hey, whoever knocked him out, you need to go around and knock out some other bitches so they can stop being slutty, child. Not the slutation out of them, okay? Been delivered from the masturbation spirit.
Forms and shit were fucking ran by gangs. You had to get in if you had to show. You gonna see? I got a chip too. I had to fight 5 niggas. Let me go ahead and go down to the root shop right now. Y'all, I'm hungry. I'm starving. I look a mess. I got a chipped teeth. I was in the county jail for 3 days. At least I ain't got to fuck on my uncle for shelter. Or fuck on my son. Oh my God! Okay, but can y'all please hit my Cash App up if y'all want the king back?
The answer is no. I ain't hitting shit up. But you can tell me who bust you in your mouth so I can interview that person. And I want a picture of their fist. We got to put their fist on a wall painting because this is a fist that knocked and rocked the socks out that nigga, and knocked the masturbation spirit out that nigga. We want to see that nigga that knocked you out, you got knocked the fuck out like Debo on the movie Friday. You got knocked out. I'm gonna start calling you what you call it, Debo, and not Debo that stole the chain, but Debo that got knocked the fuck out. You got knocked the fuck out.
I had to sink into it. I had to prioritize the small things to make time go by. I read a lot. And like I want to hold myself to that. I want to continue to read it. I want to continue to abstain from sexual gratification, from operating at those low vibrations. I really want to abstain from that, and it's going to be hard.
Child, he was in there reading like Malcolm X is sitting there reading the Encyclopedia Britannica. He was in there reading all sorts of books. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. He done learned some big words, child. Woo! Child. So anyway, let me actually read the last court document. We're going to get into how he been delivered from the masturbation spirit, child. Oops, oh my. So he ain't going to have that tweet spirit nowhere. Oops, oh my, reached down and touched himself. Oh my. No, ain't going to be no more oopsie. Okay. So, hold on. Let's go ahead and read the last document. Page right here. Well, I think it's two more. So there is factors in mitigation. Mr. Ricketts is 36 years old and has already served 25 actual days in custody in this case. He has no felony criminal convictions per the Consolidated Criminal History Reporting System. His background is in acting and producing, and he prides himself as both a creative and logical Let me read that. Let me read it again. He prides himself as both a creative and logical yeah, something I call bullshit. Ain't nothing logical about that irrational ass nigga. And yeah, you got a background in acting a damn fool and acting a damn donkey and producing content that's gonna get you terminated from YouTube. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Okay, let me go to the next one. Child. A logical person. He attends one church in Los Angeles, California. You don't attend no church. When this nigga wake up on a Sunday morning or wake up and go to church? He attends one church in Los Angeles, California. Bitch, what? Who, what, when, where, how, and why you over here lying to these people talking about you attend church? Woo! And serves as a mentor to the youth. Oh my gosh. I knew that nigga was in that line. That nigga in that line. So he go to church and child, he a mentor to the youth. He currently works as a social media influencer. That was just terminated from YouTube.motherfucking.com. Mr. Ricketts worries that a conviction in this case would jeopardize his future, and that could also affect future career opportunities for him. Oh shit. Oh shit. This is the type of nigga that got Harvard on his fucking resume. This is the type of nigga that say he know how to do Excel, Word, any type of process. And he the type of nigga his resume is so inflated. He was the first man to walk on Pluto and you know on Mars. And then the whole time it was actually Uranus, the anus of a nigga. That's the only planet he walked on. Uranus. Okay, please, if you don't have a seat, sitting there lying. What, you don't go to no damn church? You ain't no mentor to no youth. So anyways, let's continue to go on. Yeah. It says Mr. Ricketts consents to diversion, waives time for the period of diversion, and agrees to comply with the terms the court deems appropriate. Mr. Ricketts is willing to waive time for trial. Mr. Ricketts is willing to waive time for trial to complete the terms of a pretrial diversion program as set by the court. He is motivated. Yes, he is motivated to comply with the terms of diversion. Mr. Ricketts is desirous of an opportunity to earn a dismissal for this case. Yes, he attends one church in Los Angeles, California, and serves as a mentor to the youth. Come on, somebody. He out here helping the youth, child. Yes, he currently works as a social media influencer. Yes, Mr. Ricketts worries that a conviction in this case, child. Come on, somebody. He out here teaching young folks how to go to the Zeus events and run up on Armand Wiggins. Yes, he teaching people how to go to Zeus events and try to go at the official campaign. He teaching young people how to go on Twitter and be internationally and domestically known as a prostitute. Yes, teaching these young folks how to get terminated from YouTube not only once, but twice. Yes, he's teaching young folks how to make all these pornography videos and put them on Twitter.com, now known as X-rated. That's why it's called X, because it's X-rated by now, child. All kind of shit just pop up into your timeline. Let me unfollow you, because I've been delivered, and I'll be damned if you allow this temptation to hit my timeline. Yes. Go to jail for 2 weeks, get a chipped tooth, and you've been delivered from the masturbation spirit. And it says the defense's suggestion will be a diversionary period of 6 months, during which he is to obey all laws and complete 13 anger management classes. Well, he didn't get 6 months. They gave him a year. For the foregoing reasons, Mr. Ricketts respectfully requests that the court divert the instant case pursuant to Penal Code Section 1001.95. Yes. Submitted by Ronald Gomez, attorney for Mr. Delivered Ricketts. To the Honorable Judge Manuel Amato of the Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles District Attorney Nathan J. Hockman, and or his representatives, please take notice that on the above notice date and time or as soon thereafter as counsel may be heard, defendant do not by and through counsel will move the court to divert the instant action pursuant to Penal Code Section 1001.95, and the defense herein moves for an order shortening time to the notice period. So there's going to be another document probably that's going to be updated with the final order and decision, which we already know that this was approved. But this was what was uploaded or known as of today, okay? Defendant on right here, this document. This is one page. So this is probably it right here. August 21st, 2025. It says defendant is on diversion, order for release issued. So here's his order for release right here. You see it? So this is a document right here that is probably gonna be the last thing for real. Order for release issued, and it gives the release number right here. And of course, that's going to be sent to the jail. And then once it was sent to the jail, he was released after the jail release passed. I think that was the last page. So no, please don't get on here acting like you didn't want no diversion. You are afraid of being in that jail for much longer, so you agreed to wanting a pretrial diversion. You wanted another chance at that jump, okay? Okay, let's go ahead and listen to a little bit more because it's supposed to be a quick live. It's supposed to be only 1 hour, but y'all know. Because my main live is going to be tomorrow, so make sure y'all check out my main live on tomorrow afternoon, okay?
I had to sink into it. I had to prioritize the small things to make time go by. I read a lot. And like I want to hold myself to that. I want to continue to read it. I want to continue to abstain from sexual gratification, from operating at those low vibrations. I really want to abstain from that, and it's going to be hard. Like,
so he wants to be more on a high vibrational frequency, and he wants to abstain from sexual gratification or anything sexual. So, yeah, good luck.
Like, was not tempting in prison in jail with everyone doing it.
And why would someone say that? Was it tempting in jail with everyone humping and bumping and doing the bump and grind? It's gonna be tempting to be in jail and with everybody fucking in there. That makes him tempted, huh? That's the kind of that I forgot she's a 304 hoe. Since everybody around you fucking and sucking, that's gonna be tempting for you to do it. If you ain't a hoe, they ain't gonna be tempting to you doing it. It's because everybody else fucking and sucking. So everybody around you fucking and sucking, that's gonna tempt you, hoe. Use a hoe. I swear that you. So I don't care. Everybody around me fucking and sucking in the jail. They ain't gonna tempt me just because they doing it. Something that tempt somebody. So she must think that no one else is a hoe. She must think you a hoe to everybody in there fucking and sucking around you. So then that makes you, you all tempted in there because everybody else fucking and sucking. Lord have mercy. I'd be like, why can't you ask me that? Well, I'm tempted because everybody else in there doing it.
Well, I can't say everyone did it, and to the extent that they did, like they would make like these tents on their bunk, which means they would take sheets and they would block it off in these little ass fucking bumps, two people bumping and grinding and shit, or they would do it in the shower. And so I never.
So he said everybody was fucking and sucking, and they would make like a tent over the bed that they doing it in, and they also would do it in the shower. Yeah.
Never had a tent on my bunk. Okay, I never had a tent on my bunk.
So he said on his bunk that never was a tent, so he never engaged in any of that fornication.
By the 8th day I was there, I was in the bottom bunk. They was putting the gangs. They was putting me in the bottom bunks because they wanted it, and they wanted me in the bottom bunk to partake in that. But
so he said by the 8th day he was in jail, the gangs put him in the bottom bunk. But wait a minute, I thought you said that you was in jail, and that when you were in jail, that you beat up the biggest nigga in there, and then after that you could sleep where you wanted to sleep. But now you're saying, so which one came first? And now you're saying the gangs put you in the bottom bunk. Don't the jails assign you a bunk? Don't the jails assign you a bunk? Why would somebody put you in the bottom bunk? And you said the gangs wanted you to partake in it. And yes, he was in jail and not prison, okay? But Maggot is dumb as fuck. She's dumb as a box of rocks. She can't help herself. It runs in the family. It's genetic. Yeah, I didn't know that.
And these little ass fucking bumps, two people bumping and grinding and shit, or they would do it in the shower. And so I never had a tent on my bunk. Okay, I never had a tent on my bunk. By the 8th day I was there, I was in the bottom bunk. They was putting the gangs. They was putting me in the bottom bunks because they wanted it, and they wanted me in the bottom bunk to partake in that. But I'm like, nah, y'all motherfuckers got. Oh my gosh, this one dude named Jordan, black dude.
So he said people wanted his bum. They wanted his bussy, and they went ahead and partake in it. But he was pretty much saying them niggas got. He's gonna probably say that house in Virginia. He's probably gonna say the house in Virginia, and that's why he whatever.
Homeless motherfucker, HIV positive, and he's literally sleeping with all of these young, mostly white guys coming in there, and he got mad at me. Because when I caught on to him, like I was doing the Lord's work to these young. First, there was this white boy named Cody. First time.
So he says he knows somebody in there that has the package, House of Virginia, and that he knowingly spreads it to other people. So he's acting like a mentor, looking out for people in there. Now, one thing about No Nuts is that he will try to make himself a hero, or make himself a savior, or make himself something to get attention, or just like he said, he's a mentor for the youth and this and that. So he will make up stuff. So you never know if he's telling a true story or a lying story just to pretend like he's some sort of savior, rescuer, or good guy or whatever. You never know with him what's going on.
In jail, first of all, he's skinny. Y'all know I like him big, apparently, whatever they say. You know, this the skinny, young, 22-year-old walking around like he's sad, lost and confused. He was in there because his stepdad put a restraining order on him and named his mother and his disabled brother. Basically, his mother is moving on with her life and wanting him out the house. And his older brother, he used to take care of, but his older brother is like bound to wheelchair autistic. His mother.
So he's acting like he's in there helping this other guy out, trying to help him with his situation, with the other people in jail and this and that. I never believe nothing no one said. I would want to see the jailhouse records and the jailhouse information before I believe anything he says. That's why people be telling, like when Jad was in jail, she would tell her side of the story. And then once I was talking to correctional officers or people at the jail, they would tell a totally different story. So I like to hear all sides of the story, not just one side. People be making up shit and they don't want to tell the full story.
Get all the money from it. So his stepdad kind of put a restraining order on him to put him out of his mother's house to take advantage of his mother financially, physically, and his brother. And he was dealing with that. And I was telling him, I was like, "You're young. Oh my gosh, you got a whole life ahead of you." I said, "Don't have sex with nobody in here. Don't do it. Don't do it." I was like, "When you get out, go to this place, and I know this person. They can get you an apartment. They can get you a temporary place for 3 months, like that, while they find you a permanent place, or that place can become a permanent." Like because I kind of went through that when I was staying in Madison Hotel. They tried to say I had AIDS, all that shit.
So here he goes on and on with this story. I don't know if I believe it or not. Acting like he's looking out for this guy in jail and about house in Virginia, topics like that.
But anyway, so I was giving him that information. I was like, "Don't have sex with nobody, bro." I was like a brother to him. He had nobody. I had my own money, so every week I got big bags of food and shit like that. I didn't need nobody. Which I was like a boss motherfucker just because I had resources.
So he said he didn't need nobody. He had commissary. He had everything he needed. He was like a boss in the motherfucker. How you that motherfucking boss in the motherfucking jail and you got beat up by 5 people and you got a motherfucking chipped tooth now? That don't sound like the motherfucking boss to me because the boss ain't got a damn chipped tooth. What you were trying to do? You was in there trying to get commissary on your books and giving all your oodles and noodles and ramen noodles and your root beer and your oatmeal pies and your ho-ho-cas, your Twinkies and your Doritos and Fritos and onion rings for people in jail. You know, some people, I guess they give they try to, buy favors to them. But he's acting like he's the boss in there. The more you keep on saying that you are running shit and you're the boss, the more I'm thinking that somebody else is running you and bossing you around. Because you got a lot of mouth, you like to talk your shit, and somebody done hit you in your shit. That's my opinion.
Drugs, people really came to me and talked to me about their problems, and I poured into them stuff. He was one of them, but he was like the youngest one, at least that I talked to. First time, fucked up situation, and I was like, okay. I was at first when he told me that I was mad. No,
I'm not gonna be talking about his health status or what he possibly has or not. I don't have no receipts or any evidence. So yeah, I don't make those types of accusations if someone has this or not. And also, I don't like to weaponize someone's status. If he did have, I wouldn't want to weaponize his status. So with that being said, I don't speak on that. Yeah. Other channels might, but not me. Okay. Yeah.
His mother, I was like, "Oh hell no! I'll do some motherfucking welfare checks on that bitch, get her arrested, yada yada." And I was like, and then I kept reading self-help books, and I realized I was like, I'm telling this boy to be angry at his mama because I'm angry at my mama. So then I had to call my mom and apologize, and I had to tell that boy don't listen to me with his relationship with his mother. Anyway,
so anyways, he's acting like he's a youth mentor now. Okay, that's what that. Let him tell it. Let him tell it. Let's look at a current poll. Hold on 1 second. The current poll says, do you believe No Nuts fought 5 guys at once and beat up the biggest nigga in jail? 101 votes. 9% says yes. 87% says no. And 4% says still thinking about it. My answer is hell to the no. Like, no. He got his. Someone rocked his ass. Boom. Boom. They laid him out. He said he laid somebody else. Whatever he said, he did to the biggest nigga did to him. Somebody in that jail laid him out and knocked his tooth and chipped his tooth. Okay, that's what happened. If you pay attention, no one else will tell a story, and whatever he said that someone else did, he did it. To spin it around.
This people was like praying on him, and so we go by. He's yeah, I like this one, and I did this. So here I am. I got fucking vending cards, and I got food. I'm giving these, and I'm telling him, it's like you need to go to medical and get you some prep and Dr. Sealing or whatever. So I'm trading food to get him Dr. Sealing and prep while he's waiting in this mother.
So he's saying that he's trading food. I figured he would say that he's using his commissary and his stuff to get the trade things or do this or that and barter in jail for this other person. Are you bartering for someone else? Or are you bartering for yourself? This is not really making sense. Something is really weird about him being in jail for 2 weeks, and now he's delivered from the fornication and masturbation spirit, and got chipped tooth. What all happened in this jail? And something happened to the point by the 21st. By the 21st, he was willing to do a diversion and willing to try to waive a right to a speedy trial he was willing to comply and try to, do certain things once. So something had happened. He was scared. All my life I had to fight, but I'll be damned if I try to sell my pussy for an oatmeal pie. So yeah, so something was happening to that jail. That nigga was scared. It's great. Y'all remember that show, Scared? It's great. I don't know if it's still on. So he like one of them kids in jail, and then he was in there scared, child. You gonna be in the jail cell with me if you come in here. You're gonna be in the jail cell. Oh yes, no, I don't want to be in the jail cell with you, sir. You gonna be in the jail cell. You come in here. So child, he was in there scared. Somebody scared him straight, and they scared the masturbation spirit out of him. They scared the fornication spirit out of him. He is delivered now. He on a high vibrational level. He gonna pay everybody dust, child. He a changed man. So he was scared straight. And now he on the he wasn't really doing the diversion because they been gave him diversion a long time ago. But now he said he want to try to diversion again. He says the defendant wanted diversion. The state was against it, but he wanted it, child. He waived the right to speedy trial. He wanted to get out of that jail. He said, "Get me out of here, child. Get me out. Get me out of here." Okay.
With HIV is like having sex with this young boy unprotected, and then when the boy, then I told the boy. Yeah, I like this one, and I did this. So here I am. I got fucking vending cards, and I got food. I'm giving these, and I'm telling him, it's like you need to go to medical and get you some prep and Dr. Sealing or whatever. So I'm trading food to get him Dr. Sealing and prep while he's waiting. And this motherfucker with HIV is like having sex with this young boy unprotected. And then when the boy, then I told the boy because he was sick. Like literally, this boy was sick and laying down sick, and I'm like.
So he said that he was helping this guy, and that he noticed that the guy is sick. He's laying down sick. He's telling him to go here, go there, go everywhere. Because he's been, I guess, exposed to, something happened to him in jail, sleeping with this person or that person that's not giving their status. I don't know. This story is all over the place. Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
I get sick, I'm going to get all panel blood, motherfucker. Right now,
so he said if he gets sick, he'll get the full panel and all the stuff done. So I don't know what happened to that jail, but he's talking about Crips and gangs and this or that. And no nonsense. He calls himself an actor, self-proclaimed actor. He makes stories up. He lies. He'll say anything for content for a cash app. So I will say this for people that follow him. He's going to tell the truth mixed with exaggeration and lies and reach. He's going to be, telling anything to get his way or to get a cash app or to, get a click and a view. He clickbaits and things like that. So him saying that he goes to church, who has seen no one else go to church or talk about even going to a church and also being a mentor to youth? What youth has he shown or have worked with? How is he a mentor to youth? So, anyways, this nigga be lying.
I'm going to get no matter if I was having sex or not, because I don't get sick, right? And so I was scared for the boy, and I was like, "Did you fill this paperwork out?" He said, "Yes, I did," but I was like, "No, you got to do it urgent. Do you still have some more to prep?" He was like, yeah." I was like, "Why would you take it to prep? Why are you fucking with these?" I got mad at him because I was like, I kind of was a big brother to him, and then this other dude, Jordan, he He's a part of a fraction called GBG, Gay Boy Gangster. It's the biggest LGBTQ gang in the prison.
So he said that it's an LGBTQIA plus gang, the biggest gang in there, and blah blah blah, and child a mess.
Prison system, and it's a jail too. So I was in jail, not prison, by the way. It's different. Just like being a U.S. resident and a U.S. citizen is different. Yes, exactly. Okay, by the way, since I said that, this whole battery case that you said earlier, I was like, believe them. This whole battery case, the reason this whole battery case took place is.
And there he goes, making him some bunch of bullshit about how the person that made this case against him. And by the way, no nuts, you know what they said in your conditions, you cannot be harassing or doing anything to the victim during this whole diversion. So if I were you, I would stop and cease and desist going on and on about the victim in the case, because if he catches wind or hold, you know what, you don't want him to catch wind and hold by somebody let him know that you out here saying all kind of shit about him, which could be seen as harassment towards the victim or anything towards the victim, and then you could be violating your diversion shit. So you know what they say, nigga, if you change, I'll leave the victim alone, because anything that could be seen as a violation of your fucking diversion conditions towards that victim, you could be back in jail, and then your whole diversion shit goes down the fucking toilet.
I was scoping you out because I was like, I said, y'all can understand. I encourage everybody to read, okay, and to become multidimensional beings. That's the essence of who I am now moving forward. But the usual suspects, they play right into it. I put a message in my Discord from jail. I had somebody to type it in because I knew I seen it happening. I got telekinesis. I seen it happening the entire time, and I was like, they making me that famous, and they doing me a favor. They got rid of that YouTube channel that I couldn't monetize, and I was telling thousands of people to come tweet. They made famous. Oh my gosh! Okay. Please come to my Twitch. So I'm broke, and I will tell you, one of my teeth is chipped, and it's obvious, but I'm still camera.
And yeah, so let's see. So tomorrow we're gonna get to a bunch of topics. The live will be long because we have a lot to catching up to do. And also make sure you check out my video tab of my Keeping Up with Dani episodes 1 and 2. Make sure you check out those. And for the people that's talking about Ryder Rube versus Timmy Tuckett, let me say this really quickly because I'm gonna only speak on that on my backup channel. In my opinion, both of those people are scared to beef with each other. So Ryder Rube wants to just try to focus on me because she's afraid of Timmy Tuckett, and she wants to try to appease or please Timmy Tuckett by attacking me, which she knows that Timmy Tuckett is obsessed with me. So if Timmy Tuckett is obsessed with me, Ryder Rube, to get Timmy Tuckett off her back, she wants to bring up me. So then she'll say, well, hey, don't focus on me, Timmy Tuckett. Let's focus on Dani. Let's focus on Dani and don't focus on me. So Ryder Rube is afraid of Timmy Tuckett. And she wants Timmy Tuckett to focus on me and not her. So that's why Ryder Rube is talking about me and not Timmy Tuckett so much. She does it all the time. She deflects and she tries to distract or get somebody off her back and put on someone else's back. So that's a typical Ryder Rube. So if you're beefing with Ryder Rube and she starts talking about somebody else, it's because she wants you to fight that person and not that person. Like a play yard. When someone says, oh, but you want to fight me, but you're afraid to fight Dani. You're afraid to fight Dani. Why don't you go for Dani? Oh, Dani is your issue. Dani is your problem. So focus on Dani and then get the person off your back. That's an old strategy. But yeah, Ryder Rube is scared of Timmy Tuckett. I'll get into that on my backup channel, or even I'm gonna speak my mind on that as well, probably with Keeping Up with Dani. So make sure y'all check out that. Now, Saints, before we close the service, yes, let's talk about Brother No Nuts. He walked into that jail claiming YouTube fame, but walked out with a chipped denture, no YouTube channel, and a brand new testimony. He said he'd been delivered from masturbation and delivered from fornication. No, baby, you didn't get delivered. You got knocked, scraped, and scared straight. Somebody laid hands on you, and not in a biblical way, but in a jailhouse, nasty knockout punch way. And it wasn't by holy hands. It was a fist upside your mouth. Yeah. Cha, that wasn't a salvation. That was a beat down blessing. That wasn't a rebirth. That was a reconstruction of your dental work. Yes. You ain't high vibrational. You just humming through that gap in your veneers. And with no YouTube channel, you went from live screaming to live screaming for your life. Please help me in that county jail from hit my cash out to hit my commissary so I can get some oodles or noodles and some oatmeal pie, and I ain't got to give up my honey bun just to get a honey bun glazed. So, so let the congregation say, no channel, no cloud, and a chip tube. Amen. Let me stop. I want to be blasphemous. And that's the word for today, folks. My job here is done. I report court details, jail updates, and chip tooth chronicles. Yes, chip dentures. That's it. So unless I get more documents, this is the final update. Yes. Now go in peace, stay out of county, and remember, dust to dust. No nuts, no channel. Good night. And make sure on the replay, y'all hit that like button. Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have an addiction to fornication and masturbation, maybe you should take a visit to the county jail in California and go to the nigga with that golden fist and tell him to knock you the fuck out and lay you out and chip your tooth, and you will be delivered from your fornication and masturbation addiction. All right. So, no nuts, I got a song that I'm dedicated to you, sir. Because you done fucked around and found out.
You gon' fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. I'ma put your ass in timeout. I'ma give your ass a knockout. I'ma give you a whooping your mama shoulda gave ya. Oh, you gon' fuck around and find out. I got time today, you gon' find out. Any place, map it out. It's gon' say you gon' pull up, you ain't gon' pull off. You gon' fuck around and find out. Oh, you thought you could try me. Oh, you thought you could play me. I'm the coach, you the player. You can't teach the coach. You can't play the coach. You can't beat me at my own game. You can't cheat when it's my game. Checkmate, don't calculate. I win, you lose. That's 1 for me, 0 for you. You gon' fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. Why the mother bitches mad? Why the mother bitches hate it? These bitches is mad, these bitches is sad. Cause they fuck around and found out. You gon' fuck around and find out. I'ma put your ass in time. I'ma give your ass a knockout. I'ma give you a whooping your mama shoulda gave ya. Oh, you gon' fuck around and find out. I got time today, you gon' find out. Ain't the one to play with, go play with your mama. Ain't one of your little friends, go play with your coochie. Cause it's played out. You gon' fuck around and find out. Find out. Fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. Find out. Fuck around and find out. I'ma put your ass in timeout. Timeout. Put your ass in timeout. Yeah. I'ma give your ass a knockout. Knockout. Give your ass a knockout. I'ma give you a whooping your mama shoulda gave ya. Oh, you gon' fuck around and find out. Find out. Fuck around and find out. I got time today, you gon' find out. Find out. Fuck around and find out. Anywhere, any place, map it out. It's on site, you gon' pull up. You ain't gon' pull off. You gon' fuck around and find out. Oh, you thought you could try me. Oh, you thought you could play me. I'm the coach, you the player. You can't teach the coach, you can't play the coach. You can't beat me in my own game. You can't cheat when it's my game. Checkmate, gon' calculate. I win, you lose. That's 1 for me, 0 for you. You gon' fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. Why them other bitches mad? Why them other bitches hating? These bitches is mad. These bitches is sad. Cause they fucked around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. Find out. Fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. Find out. Fuck around and find out. I'ma put your ass in timeout. Timeout. Put your ass in timeout. I'ma give your ass a knockout. Knockout. Give your ass a knockout. I'ma give you a whooping your mama shoulda gave ya. Oh, you gon' fuck around and find out. Find out. Fuck
of your little friends go play with your coochie cause it's played out. Ran through just like you. You gon' fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. What the mother bitches talking about? I gave them that 1 piece, 2 piece, no Popeyes. I split them, I quit them. You gon' fuck around and find out. Them other niggas try to play me and they got played like a fiddle, now they feeling little. Like a handful of cards, I saw their hands, I saw their cards. Played them before they could play me, they fuck around and find out. Treat me like I'm dumb, you gon' look dumb. You gon' look dumb. You gon' fuck around and find out. Find out. Fuck around and find out. You gon' fuck around and find out. Find out. Fuck around and find out. I'ma put your ass in timeout. Timeout. Put your ass in timeout. I'ma give your ass a knockout. Knockout. Give your ass a knockout. I'ma give you a whoop and your mama shoulda gave ya.